Hi, on this report, I'll be answering the discussion issue number 2, which is about new media and DevCom work. The question is, in the context of the Philippines, will new media or platforms such as internet radio, ebooks, etc., will have a role in development communication work? My answer is yes. We are now in an era where technology drives communication even in rural areas of the Philippines, where we know that access to satellite infrastructure remains limited. I'll be presenting few case studies to support my answer. And we will be focusing on case studies that highlights the benefits of technological advancement in the development communication in the rural areas. First is the C4D, which means communication for development. So, with reference to this research study of Cardi et al., the program's purpose is to empower communities by enabling active participation in development process. So the researchers address the rural areas transformation by providing evidence of technological advances that provide access to information and sustainable development. In the case studies of the Philippines, mobile phones are being used to explain organic agriculture technology and also used to communicate, access, and share knowledge and information through text messaging. On the other hand, social media and internet platforms such as Facebook complement mobile communication by serving as channels for government agencies. So government agencies uses such platforms to disseminate announcements, provide training opportunities, and share emergency updates, which eventually further broadens the reach of agricultural information. Based on the study of Gabrilio and Palis, we can identify 3 roles of new media in development communication. First is accessibility. So the study presented that the farmers access the nutrient manager for rice, or also known as NM Rice, through their mobile phones. The AEWs, on the other hand, which means the agricultural extension workers, accessed Palay Check through the Pinoy Rice Knowledge Bank from their office computers or at the cooperative office that they assisted. So these are websites and platforms that are beneficial in the agricultural industry. Second role that we can identify through this study is the interactivity. So farmers rely on agricultural extension workers, or the AEWs, as they served as the intermediaries to adapt ICT-based rice technologies. AEWs, on the other hand, help connect farmers with these ICT tools through their role in agricultural extension. The third role of new media that we can identify is the inclusivity. This study analyzed how both farmers and AEWs access and use ICT-mediated rice technologies. Both farmers and AEWs were respondents, or they were considered as respondents because both of their interconnected roles is in connection to adapting and disseminating ICT tools which is used for rice technologies. So even if there are case studies that presents the advancement in development communication, it is still important to note that there are still challenges that exist, such as the digital divide. Digital divide means unequal access to digital technology. So first of this is the limited accessibility. So remote communities are difficult to reach due to rough roads, isolated islands, and farmlands. We often can only reach them through requiring hours of travel by boats or other transportation means. Second is the infrastructure gaps. ICT access and infrastructure are primarily concentrated in urban centers, leaving rural areas disconnected. Third challenge that we can identify is the affordability and skills shortage. So, such technological advances are usually high costs, and the agencies who are helping or developing such communities has an inadequate financing, and lack of skills and knowledge hinder the development and use of ICT systems in rural areas. Now, for any challenge, there will always be a solution, and here are the solutions that are listed on the study of Ramos. First is by improving the accessibility. So by establishing multipurpose telecenters, as seen in the pilot project in Mindanao, it provides rural communities decentralized access to resources like public telephones, libraries, internet connectivity, and information on the industry that they need to know. So these centers enhance connectivity and foster two-way communication and interaction. Second solution is the government commitment to ICT implementation. So the government of the Philippines has realized the need to address the problems of ICT implementation. That's why in 1997, the Philippine government's IT Action Agenda focuses on ensuring universal ICT access for businesses, schools, government agencies, and households through community-based initiatives. So this commitment aims to bridge the urban-rural digital divide by promoting equitable ICT infrastructure. So one of the solutions that we can recommend, or this study recommends, is by continually enhancing this ICT implementation that was already initiated by the government. The third solution is by encouraging content development and localized solutions. So as DevCom practitioner, we know that our communication efforts should be purposive and pragmatic. So all the efforts of communication materials that we're doing should be tailored specifically on the needs of the rural communities to avoid high cost or expensive communication material efforts. As a conclusion, we can say that such technological advances, including new media, are helping to improve the development communication in the Philippines. Despite ongoing challenges like the digital divide, modern communication tools can still offer significant potential to drive rural development and empower communities. That wraps up my report for today, and these are the references I've used to build this presentation. Thank you very much.